So I'm moving house next week, and the reason I'm telling you is because I probably won't be able to do videos. Well, number one, moving house. It's not even a house, it's a freaking farm. So it's not like I just have to move my shit. I have to move my shit, I have to move the cats and the dog shit, like normal household stuff, and then about 30 horses and 25 chickens, 2 goats, 2 dogs, outdoor dogs. Anyway, so it's going to take 2 weeks to move, but that's not the only reason that I probably won't be doing videos. It's because the farm we're moving to has no internet. Like, that's actually a thing. Like it's not just bad internet, it's no internet. No internet at all. Comcast wanted 80 grand to run us cable over half mile, because that's the closest other place that has internet is half a mile away. 80 grand. Nope. So yeah, don't know what we're gonna do. We'll work it out, don't you worry. All right. I don't know who this email's from, but we might get to that. This person writes, since this concept has been on social media for quite some time now, I think it would be helpful for me and many others if you could make a video about it. There is an increasing number of women on Instagram who claim to have recovered from their eating disorder through strength training and focusing on being strong instead of skinny. I'm 21 and I've been suffering from anorexia since the age of 12. I was an inpatient many times and been kind of trying to recover for the past 2 years now, and I'm currently rather relapsing than anything else. The high prevalence of people who see weightlifting as a crucial part of recovery because it makes them feel strong and facilitates weight gain because they're gaining muscle instead of fat puts huge pressure on me. I literally feel like if I don't lift, I'm doing recovery wrong, because the general idea seems to be that yes, skinny is bad, but if you gain back the weight, it has to be mostly lean tissue and pretty much in all the right places. If you gain weight without doing resistance training, you'll end up skinny fat. No muscle mass, but covered with a layer of fat. I would be immensely grateful if you could cover this topic in one of your videos, because I know that many people are struggling with this idea and honestly don't know what to believe anymore. All right. Just trying to not be on a rant. Okay, so, well, the first point is that gyms, you know, that place where people go and lift weights, they haven't actually been around that long. They haven't been mainstream for, you know, very long at all. They're relatively new. So the idea that we need to lift weights in order to be healthy and in order for our bodies to know how to conduct themselves is completely bogus, because gyms are a new thing. They didn't used to be on every street corner. They used to be there. You know, like we didn't, so what did we do before? I guess we just didn't have big bulking muscles, I guess, is the answer to that. And the other part, so that's just like a cultural thing, you know, like it does not have to be part of your life to have a gym membership and be in a gym, but it seems so normal right now because it's like, well, that's what everybody does and that's what healthy. You know what, like, how do you think our bodies got this far without gyms if we need gyms in order to be healthy? And how the fuck do you think our bodies got this far without juicers if we need juicers in order to be healthy? So all of these things that are marketed as health, it's just that, it's just marketing. It's just people trying to make money out of a product and telling you that if you buy their product or their service, it's a gym, then you're going to be a better person. And it's really sad because so much money on gyms and juicers and I don't know what else. That just doesn't need to happen, because you know what? Your body is pretty damn good at looking after itself. Now, the other part, which is that's just the culture, that's just everyone. More specific to eating disorders. You know, all of this shit about women have eating disorders more than men. It's just, I've always thought it's bollocks. And it is bollocks. It's just men generally don't go for the I've got to get super skinny. They usually go for I've got to bulk up and have muscle. And that is how eating disorders in a lot of men come out. But we don't look at a guy that's obsessed with the gym and bulking and cutting and eating only chicken breasts and say, that guy's got an eating disorder. We go like, oh, he's really into his health. That's what people do. And that's disordered. That's fucked up. That guy over there is being just as obsessive about what he eats and his working out as I was when I had anorexia. It's the same damn thing. It just looks slightly different. And humans are just so basic that if something doesn't look the same, we're like, oh, it can't be the same. Like, take racism. Prime example. Oh, different color skin, therefore must be other. Jesus. So, no wonder we're like, oh, same behaviors, but he looks different, so that can't be anorexia. Well, it can, and it is. It's the same shit. And so if you bear that in mind, okay, so being obsessive about bodybuilding and eating a specific way in order to achieve that is pretty much the same thing about being obsessive about being really thin and eating in a certain way and doing certain behaviors to achieve that, then we can probably see like, that's the same thing. And so then if someone's like, oh, I had anorexia, but I used weightlifting to get out of it, I'm going to be like, yeah, I think it's the same thing, because, it just used to be that you're obsessed with being thin and now you're obsessed with your muscle tone. It's kind of the same thing, right? So we got to look at what the behaviors actually are. Let's pretend that we can't see anything. Like, close your eyes. Pretend that you can't see. Keep your eyes closed. And then be like, okay, so this one person eats obsessively only a very restricted certain diet, and they exercise obsessively every day, and they are terrified of their body shape changing. Your eyes still closed? Right. And then let's say the other person, remember you still can't see them, other person is obsessive about only eating certain types of food, goes to the gym and works out obsessively, and is terrified of their body changing. Now open your eyes. Now let's play spot the difference. Oh, if you close your eyes, there's not much different. But if you open your eyes, that one looks super skinny and that one looks toned. So I think as humans, a lot of the time, we probably do better at brain thinking if we close our eyes and don't let our eyes allow us to judge what stuff is, because you cannot tell the state of a person's health by looking at them. And you definitely can't tell the state of a person's health by their BMI. And you can't tell the state of a person's recovery by their weight, because people can gain weight and still be just as fucked up and obsessive in here. Okay, so that's my answer to all that. I don't do Instagram really. I mean, sometimes I go on. If I go on it, I just usually put a picture of a dog or a horse on it. And I don't really scroll because, time. I don't know. I'm just not that interested. But I imagine that if I did do Instagram, and if I definitely did do Instagram and followed people recovery Instagram, it would probably really do my head in. That's all I'm going to say. So I guess what your question was, you don't know what to think. I just sort of told you what to think. Eat the food, stop working out, trust your body that it knows what it's supposed to be doing with itself. All right, I hope that helps. Bye.